Shalom, shalom, Yahweh Bashem Shabbat. Before I get to start, I will give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakagodash, and double honor to the elders and the apostles, the great Muslim who we will learn from. It's your brother Adah. Just the man of sin being revealed. Egypt is turning against Egypt. I will turn the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Everything is governed. Everything on the earth, everything in creation is governed by prophecy. Is governed by the decree of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai. Man's goings, okay? Man's goings are of Yahweh. How then can he know his own way? Meaning you are a program. You are a living, breathing, self-aware program that is under the influence of the Most High Spirit. Man's goings are of the Lord. Boom. Man's goings are of Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai. How can man then understand his own way? Okay, the heart of the king, which means the mind, the heart of the king is in the hand of Yahweh. The hand is talking about the right and left powers, the Alahayim, the mighty ones who operate the chariots, the so-called UFOs. They can mind control you, and they mind control you all the time. It's just not like how you think. Proverbs 21, verse 1. The king's heart, which means his mind, is in the hand of Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Okay, what's the other one? As the king is, so are his... Let me see. As the ruler is, so are his people. I'm paraphrasing it. So are his people. I'm paraphrasing it. There we go. Look at this. Salakia, as the judge. So, which is a ruler. So, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. So, if Yahweh's hand is directing the mind of the king, his officers are going to follow suit too, bro. This is the true essence of what it means to be government. Government talks about controlling the minds. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. And one more, when deep sleep falls upon a man. Look at this one. We all do a reboot every night, and we get our instructions from the spirit realm. When deep sleep comes upon a man. Let me see if that's going to do it. Should be in Job. There it is. Look. I'm going to go back one. Okay, Job 33:14. For God, the Most High, the power, speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceives it not. Why? In a dream and a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon a man, in slumberings upon a bed. Then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction. Just like when you reset your cell phone, you guys, when you restart your phone, when you reboot your phone, when you reboot your computer, you're giving it a rest, and it's uploading and it's rebooting every night. When a person goes to sleep and deep sleep falls upon you, you are getting supernatural instructions from the Most High to live on his earth. Whether you believe in him or not, it doesn't require faith. This is not a requirement for belief system. This is him being sovereign. Okay? Look, Daniel chapter 2, I believe. So that the living may know. Maybe it's 4. So that the living may know that the Most High rules. So that the living may know that the Most High, let me see, bam, verse 4, that's it. Okay, this matter is a decree, so verse 4, this is Daniel 4:17. This matter is a decree of the watchers. Those watchers are the hand of Yahweh, the angels, and the demand of the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. And right now that is talking about Esau, Edom. So those are some of the sovereignty scriptures that you need to understand, of the scriptures that show you All this stuff that's happening.
Full steam ahead. So powerful. All of the other programs within Turning Point USA, everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone has their marching orders. And the show, when we talked about this, became very intimate for me. Because...
I mean, look at this face. As of the recording of this video, we're only 16 days out from a supposedly brutal, horrific assassination of the love of her life, of the father.
If you're looking to spruce up the
father of her 2 children. And she's acting like it kind of didn't happen. Are we going to hear about the Romanian angels situation? Are we going to hear her address what some people are saying, that she's been banned from Romania for a certain thing that people are accusing her of? 16 days out. I would expect this maybe from somebody 16 months out. But I have grandparents, and I know people, and you probably do too, that still mourn the loss of a loved one who wasn't taken during a horrific assassination or some kind of unexpected accident.
All he's doing is breaking down very basic, very normal human psychology. What he's saying is not a stretch. There is absolutely something wrong with this because these people are deceivers. What do I want to get into? Let me show you this guy. If you want to check him out, he's set up by the Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. He's got this guy set up. He's an Edomite, okay? But he points out the hypocrisy and so much of their stuff. He just questions the authority. A lot of good material on his website if you guys want, or on his YouTube site if you want to check it out to get some lessons. He points out a lot of stuff with the cops. I just wanted to point this out. I don't want to. This whole lesson is not going to be about this. I just wanted to show you just what's the other? The man of sin. The man of sin is in Thessalonians. The man of sin is being revealed, and it's talking about the Edomites. Okay, let me go back one. Okay, Second Thessalonians 2:2. That you be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Hamashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. This is going into Amalek, Esau, Edom. All right, and that's what we are seeing here. And the other, like I say, anytime you see so-called Edomite-looking men exposing what Edomites are doing, they fall under 2 categories. They are either a speckled bird, they are either an Israelite that looks like a so-called white person, or the heathen nations, or they are their tongues are falling upon themselves. You got to understand, literally everything in the earth, their own tongues shall fall upon themselves. You got to understand, this is the script to the movie. And the earth is one big movie, and the Most High is the producer, and he already wrote the script, and everybody has their own role. So Psalm 64:8, so they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Hold on.
Something where maybe a loved one was struggling with cancer for a couple years, going through chemotherapy, and the doctor's like, well, get your things in order because so-and-so only has 6 months or 12 months. And even after that, you don't recover like this. Even after preparing yourself 16 days out from the actual demise of the individual that you say you love, am I tripping?
That's 2 weeks and 2 days. No, he's not tripping. He's not tripping. But what people aren't understanding is the boldness of Esau, right? And the position that we are in prophecy. This is all being brought out, man, and people are shocked. They're just like in disbelief that they're seeing what they're seeing, but they're seeing it.
Or is this as bizarre to you as it is to me? We'll go with a little bit more here.
I was there from the beginning of all of it.
And I just want to say, if you look in the comment section, people are like, "Oh, Erica, you're so strong. We miss Charlie so much. Thank you for continuing with TPUSA, and thank you for uploading and posting videos to Charlie's channel." Hardly any are calling her out for, and I'm not calling her out. I am just questioning what the frick is going on here. This doesn't seem very genuine. And when you couple that with the fact of how they were acting during the TPUSA/State Farm government promotion of the left versus right paradigm lie during Charlie Kirk's memorial service.
Could I ask Erica, please come out? Erica, please come out. Thank you.
Wake up fully charged.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much, and good luck. God be with you. Thank you.
Anyways, so I don't want to waste too much on it. But even he's having a hard time understanding this. Why? Because he doesn't have prophecy. He's unfamiliar with what it says in the precepts. And you can only deal with Esau correctly when you understand prophecy. Now, we're going to jump out of here. And I want to just go into some of the TikTok videos I'm saving. I don't want this to be about that one topic. I want to show you. Look at the status. Look at the status of America. Let me see. Where do I want to go? So this is Jennifer Lawrence.
You are just an actress.
What did he just say? You are just an actress. And when you are an actress at this level, you have to be privy to certain secrets, right? You got to be aware of how they do things. Movies in Hollywood are left-handed prophecies. What made this bitch famous? What made Jennifer Lawrence famous? It was fucking the Mockingbird series, Hunger Games. The Hunger Games. Okay? This is what made her famous, you guys. This. And what's it about? It's about Jacob's trouble, man. It's about the end of, it's about Second Esdras 15 and 16. In so many words, you know what I mean? Let me see. The Hunger Games, and it's about her. It's about this Edomite girl being the savior, right? And you got an oppressed. See, look, it tells you what they made. What is that? The Hunger Games. Hold on. The Hunger Games franchise grows. That's how much money these. So look at the money. Look at the money these. So 695, 865, 755, 661, and 331. So when you add that all up really quickly, I mean, you're looking at, let me see, $3 billion. You don't think there was not any type of human sacrifice? You don't think there was any type of ceremonial, left-handed, occultic situations involved in this movie? You better damn well best believe it was. And so here, this is what made her career, right? This is what got her A-list acting, and it's all freaking left-handed prophecies about what's happening today. That's what it is. And here she is acting like she's concerned, like she's also in another role right here. Oh, I'm concerned about freedom of speech. It's all bullshit.
In a festival, but also
because in the movie she started in, there was no freedom of speech.
outside here, the other day there was people protesting for what's happening in Palestine. Kids are dying. Not only kids, but kids are dying. Kids are dying in Palestine, but also they're dying in Ukraine and in other countries. I would like to ask you,
Why is she even being asked questions to answer in the first? This is how Esau gets down, you guys. The CIA is directly involved with Hollywood, and then they'll put out a famous actor or actress who's already been briefed on how to act to save face. It's all bullshit.
Worried you are for the future of our kids and your kids. Thank you so much.
I'm terrified, and it's mortifying. What's happening is no less than a genocide, and it's unacceptable.
Look at this stupid bitch right here. This is why women have no wisdom. Thank God the woman who played Katniss is saying this. Who's Katniss?
Today, on the Avenue with the tributes.
That's Katniss. So basically, what she is saying, it would be like Captain America, Chris Evans, answering a question before a panel about saving the world because he played fucking Captain America in a movie. Do you see how fucking insane, how foolish,
I'm terrified.
how fucking dumb the American people, and mainly our people, are stupid too, but the Edomites are fucking dumb. Look at 25,000 likes. She sure wasn't 2 years ago. She sure wasn't 2 years ago when she was sharing the same propaganda as Amy Schumer. She's best friends with Amy Schumer, so I wouldn't be too happy. See, there's some people that kind of understand a little bit. She made her say this. You can tell she doesn't care, especially after signing the so-called ceasefire letter. Yeah, because you know her personally. Thing is, none of us do, but we have those little things in our faces. We call them eyes. We usually see things with them, and we also have a tool we call Google, and you can look up these things on. Hope this helps. Made her say it. Anyways, they're going back and forth whether she's good or bad. This is crazy. She's completely unqualified to speak on the topic and hypocritical, but here she is doing so.
For my children, for all of our children, on top of everything else, what makes me so sad is that this disrespect and the discourse in American politics right now is going to be normal to them.
Will she point out Amalek, the so-called the small hats? Absolutely not.
I mean, the kids who are voting right now at 18, it's going to be totally normal to them that politics has no integrity. Politicians lie.
See, that's the safe thing to say. Politicians lie. She's not saying any names, and she's definitely not going to bring up the fact that Israel, Amalek, the people who claim to be us, are controlling and paying for everything because they also control Hollywood. She ain't going to say that part.
No empathy, and everybody needs
to. She's acting right now. She's acting like, I'm so concerned. It's all bullshit, man.
Remember that when you ignore what's happening on one side of the world, it won't be long until it's on your side as well. And I wish that there was something that I could say, something that I could do to fix this extremely complex and disgraceful situation that breaks my heart. But the reality is our fear and speaking too much or answering too many of these questions is that my words will just be used to add more fire and rhetoric to something that is in the hands of our elected officials. And I just want people to stay focused on who is responsible and the things that they can do and when they need to show up and vote, and not...
Voting is not the answer. Prophecy is.
Let the actors and the artists who are trying to express freedom of art, freedom of speech.
And that's all bullshit too, because every single movie star, hip-hop artist, actor, actress, every single one of them is muzzled. They can't speak against it, even if they want to, and they don't really want to. They're all in agreement with this shit. They're just acting like they're shocked that it's happening. All the movies that they were involved in said this shit was going to happen.
Take the heat for the individuals that are actually responsible. It's not easy to speak out. It's not easy to face criticism on a global scale. But the fact is, I've been given a platform, and I feel if I don't use it, then I don't deserve it. I swore never to be silent.
And she's reading. You can see she's standing there. Look at her eyes. Her eyes are looking right at a prompt as she's reading what she's being told to say.
Whenever and wherever human beings endure suffering and humiliation, we must always take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented.
The bitch is reading. It's not coming off her. That's not coming from her heart. She's reading a pre-scripted script in that industry that makes it look like she's good, makes them look good, never pointing out the actual criminal who's committing crimes against humanity, which is Esau, Edom, and Amalek, the head tribe.
Sometimes we must interfere. When human lives are endangered, when human dignity is in jeopardy, national borders...
The same people who wrote the scripts of the movies that she's in wrote this fucking little piece for her to say right here, dude.
And sensitivities become irrelevant. Wherever men and women are persecuted because of their race, religion, or political views...
The same merry-go-round, fake bullshit, standing for freedom, a good speech, emotional, fuzzy-wuzzy bullshit since fucking Martin Luther King, man. It's the same. This ain't gonna get shit done. People are gonna clap. Oh, it's so awesome, so awesome. And she's gonna be more famous.
That place must, at that moment, become the center of the universe.
Then they go to the same. Then they go to all the people in the audience, right? And every single one of these people, they're all doing witchcraft and ceremonies and sex rituals and blood rituals to be there, and they're clapping at what she said. Fucking.
Let's be outspoken. Let's be resilient. Let's all be silence breakers.
Oh, yeah, let's all.
We have absolutely 13 days before SB 119 becomes law.
This is another law that's going to pass, or it's going to be fulfilled in the 5th of October. I think it's like stop and frisk on steroids, which is for the Southern Kingdom, Jake, which is going into Jacob's trouble.
And either I'm in another dimension or something, because I haven't seen one person talk about this bill that's about to go down. And many of you parents that's out there that are not paying attention, your children gonna be the first to go. Your child gonna be in the car with somebody that they don't know what's gonna happen, what's about to happen.
And so this is the beginning stages of 2nd Esdras 15 and 16. They shall be as madmen. I believe this is 16. Shall be as madmen. As madmen. Yep. So let's get this version. God damn it. Hey. Dun 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 dun. Let's do it then. So 2nd Ezra 16:71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So they're starting off with the 2/3, but their goal is to come after us, right? Let me see. Verse 72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. We're at the beginning stages of all of this, you guys. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold is in the fire. And then if you go into, I believe it's Amos or Zechariah, Zechariah, 2 parts shall be cut off, but the 1/3 shall be taken through the fire. That's what Jacob's trouble is for the hopeful elect. It's not about surviving. It's about coming through like pure gold. And if part of your coming through like pure gold is being martyred, you get the martyr's crown. You die for Yahushua during this time. It's not over for you. You're going to go straight to the chariot. You're going to go straight to the throne room underneath the feet of the Most High. You're going to be given a robe. And then when Yahushua is sent back with the host, you get beamed up, or you get transitioned from that position into the chariot with your glorified body first. That's the dead in Christ being raised first. And then Yahushua comes down here and beams up the rest of the elect into his chariot while World War III is beginning to start. So we got to understand these precepts, right?
They're going to pull a gun out and they're going to shoot. And your child might not know nothing about it. But guess what's going to happen behind that? Everybody in the car getting charged with the same charge. There's no more circumstantial nothing. Like, they're really going to try to take our young people.
And this goes into those draconian laws. He spake like a dragon. He had 2 horns like a lamb, but spake like a dragon. And dragon goes into your draconian laws, your very strict laws. And that is what's happening. Also, what's happening. And the devil shall throw some of you, the devil, talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil shall throw some of you into prison. Some of you into prison. Satan himself, the actual Prince Stephen Satan, does not have a prison system, but the so-called white man does. Revelations 2:10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Are we to enter into the kingdom with great tribulation? Yes. Thou shalt be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And I believe it's in Acts that we shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of heaven with great tribulation. It connects with great tribulation. See, we got to understand this, man. And because we understand this, the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of this will be the stability of our times. We will not go crazy when this stuff starts to happen. Acts 14:22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter in the kingdom of God.
And hide them. Hide them. I'm telling you, pay attention now.
Governor Kay Evey signed on May 5th the SB 119 bill, you guys. And if you are a black man or have a teenager that's a son, brothers, whatever the case may be for anyone, just honestly, not just a man, anyone, we have to understand that these laws they are passing is honestly targeting certain demographics, and it's continuous at this point. You know what I'm saying?
And the fact that nobody in Hollywood, nobody in the sports industry, nobody in hip hop, they're not saying anything about this. Why? Drake's not saying anything. Kendrick Lamar's not saying anything. J. Cole's not saying anything. All these big fucking names in hip hop, they ain't saying shit, are they? Neither is Deion Sanders in football. Motherfucking what's his name? Fucking the quarterback of fucking the goddamn Minnesota Vikings. That motherfucker ain't none of them. They're not saying shit, right? Because they're all muzzled. They're all fucking getting their bag right now. Nobody is saying anything but the Hebrew Israelites of GMS.
Now, SB 119 has 10 different sections. I'm going to read to you guys exactly the notes that I took on this and explain to you how it's going to affect all the young men around. Now, basically, the first one is expanding gun labeling. Okay, you guys? Now, basically, the bill broadens what counts as gang-related activity for black teens simply hanging out in neighborhoods based off of where they are and what the clothes they have on. You get what I'm saying? The friend groups they're keeping, they're going to be able to basically profile you guys, okay? So this label alone escalates charges and penalties, even if no violent crime was even committed, okay, you guys? 2, more teens are going to be tried as adults now. Now, SB 119 makes it easier to transfer juveniles into court. Now, black teens...
Now watch. Hold on, trying to find something. Stop. Okay, that's what I was looking at this. Okay, during 2023, there was not a notable increase in purchasing stock in major private prisons. Okay, with stock prices remaining somewhat volatile. However, in the last quarter of 2024, there was a significant surge in purchasing due to the U.S. presidential election and anticipation of more favorable governmental contracts. So these Edomites had private information on private prison systems, right? And they purchased a whole bunch more stock. Why? Because they knew that they're going to lock us up. This is how fucking wicked these people are. It goes into Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. Private prison stock performance in 2023 to 24. 2023, let's go to 24. Investor interest in private prison stock was subdued during much of 24, with core civic stock price even dipping into negative territory in the months leading up to the presidential election. However, see, this is where, and this is how they hide. Oh, because we didn't know if the president was going to win or not. They fucking knew he was going to win. So they make it look like, they're being innocent. No, bro, this shit's all planned. However, that's a big however right there. Following the November 24 election, both Core Civic and GEO Corp experienced massive stock price surges of over 25% due to heightened investor confidence. So crime for the Edomites is money. It has nothing to do with righteousness. It has nothing to do with the blood of Yahushai. These people are wicked. All right. The stock market reaction was driven by expectations of more aggressive immigration enforcement, that's the Northern Kingdom, policies by the incoming administration, leading to an increase in government contracts for detention services. Overall, for 2024, GEO Group stock ended the year up over 160%, and Core Civic was up over 50%. Okay, political. So you can see that they're gearing up to fucking
already
come at us and make money. So this has nothing to do with any form of righteousness, other than it has everything to do with them oppressing us and making money off of it. These people are fucking wicked.
Times more likely to get, more harsher charges in Alabama and all states all around, because this law was passed in Alabama. More than white teens for smaller crimes, not to mention other states, like we stated before. Now, adult court means harsher sentences, lengthier sentences, actually. Adult prisons and lifelong criminal records, okay, you guys? 3, mandatory minimum sentences. This means that judges lose discretion to consider contacts such as, poverty, first-time offenses, or even trauma. They're not giving a damn about none of that. They're going to just give them more harsher sentences, minimum, and this locks kids into long sentences for mistakes that could honestly be rehabilitated.
Because it's not about rehabilitation. It's about oppression, and it's about monetization, because Esau is fucking wicked. And Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, tells you, starting from verse 10 all the way down, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous. Why do you got to lie and wait for them? Who are the righteous? The Hebrew Israelites, the northern and southern kingdom. That's what this is. And this is showing you the inner workings of how the so-called white man works with his laws, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objecteth to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. He professes to have the knowledge of God, and we do. And he calleth himself the child of the Lord, and we are. He was made to reprove our thoughts. That's what we're doing right now. He is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like the other men's. His ways are of another fashion. We are the holy, righteous nation of the earth. We're completely different from everybody else on the planet, you guys. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. And they are fucking counterfeits because they're acting like they're us. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed. That's talking about prophecy. And maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father. Are we not adopted through the blood of Yahweh Shai? Yes, we are. And we are called the sons of God. Let us see if his words be true. Let us prove what shall happen to him in the end. So look.
Instance, instead of giving kids these long ass hard sentences, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, you can simply give them rehabilitation
She doesn't understand who Esau Edom is. She's looking at this from a strictly carnal perspective, and she's telling you, wait a minute, these are redeemable, or these are rehabilitatable type crimes. And she's saying, well, why doesn't Esau want to do that? Because he doesn't fucking want to fix anything. Esau doesn't fix anything. There's no money in health, and there's no money in righteousness. He monetizes crime, and he monetizes disease. And he creates disease, and he creates crime so he can make money off of it.
Give them tools to become better citizens, put them in school, offer them job opportunities, trade skills, etc., etc. Lots of kids don't even have a place to go. You know what I'm saying? But instead, they're not getting no type of care. It's just always, just gang violence and gang this. And half the time, a lot of these kids are not even in gangs at all. 4, school to prison pipeline and basically being reinforced. Okay, you guys? So SB 119 encourages schools to report gang or disruptive behavior to law enforcement. Now, black students...
I know the government been keeping us distracted, but October 1st, 2025, a new law comes into effect, and it just might change your life. The Alabama SB 119 law kicks in, and guess what? This law ain't no joke. If you get caught shooting into somebody's house or building, it ain't just a slap on the wrist no more. It will now be a Class A felony, the same amount of time that somebody could get for murder. If you on probation and they catch you with a gun, they sending you straight back in, no questions asked. All felons, minors, and undocumented people, they're all banned from even holding a firearm. And with this new law, the judge can even deny you bail for certain crimes. And that goes under the Anaya's law. Stop letting these streets think it's all a game. They stacking the laws up every day. So if you slip, they can bury you. And parents, I'm talking to you. Start the conversation now. Don't wait until the courthouse.
Today, the Republican Party laid yet another brick on the path towards making you a slave. So yesterday, after announcing that Congress was going to recess for the rest of the summer and return in September, it turns out they walked right back inside to try to pass some more sneaky stuff. H.R. 1319 seeks to reclassify what it means to be an employee. So now, instead of you being an employee, you would be an independent contractor. And what do employees get that independent contractors don't? Say it with me. Benefits. That's right. PTO, holidays, sick leave, FMLA, lunch breaks, all of those things that the left and
Alabamians. I ain't heard nobody even talking about it. But are y'all ready for this new SB 119 law that's going to take effect? I need y'all to share this message. I need everybody aware that they need to get their house in order and get their act together, because this new law could definitely affect you and your livelihood. So, back in May 2025, Governor Kay Ivey signed a Back the Blue Legal Protection Act into law. So this law rewrites the standards of legal force that can be used by the police.
So they're intensifying their ability to impose law on you at the same time while they are covering up stuff like the Epstein files. All this sin is coming out. All this sin is coming out about the so-called white man. He's unconcerned about that. He wants to lock up you. He wants to lock you up. He wants to lock up Jake. He wants to lock up the Latinos, Native Americans, and the so-called blacks. Going back to what? Going back to Wisdom of Solomon 2. Okay? Let us oppress the poor righteous, man, because we are called the poor and we are called the righteous in scriptures. Those two names, those two titles are specific to the Hebrew Israelites. All right? So this Wisdom of Solomon 2, 10 on down, is a sneak peek into the mind setting of how the so-called white man writes his laws and why. Which it has nothing to do with the law of God or the law of Moses. Also, and we saw that the prison industrial complex and the fucking the stock went up in 2024 because they're planning on locking your ass up and making money. Okay? And then right here, we understand that we got to enter into the kingdom of heaven with great tribulation, right? We understand that. And then boom, what does it say in Revelations 2? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil. This is talking about the so-called fucking white man, because that's all you see. Everybody talking about is what the white man is doing. The white man is writing all these laws. The white man is putting people in his prisons. The white man is going around arresting everybody. So that means that this is talking about him right here. He is the devil in this context. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, Esau, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Police has the right to take whatever action, do whatever they want to do to you that they feel is necessary in the heat of that moment.
The fascist regime is about to cut out the legs and the funding
Listen to what this white boy says, bro.
of every branch and make ICE the biggest, most funded Gestapo that the world has ever seen. Petey Boy is meeting with all of the top generals, and I bet money that fascist regime is about to fire those generals, because they know that those generals swore an oath to the Constitution, and at some point, it may not have been after General Milley's inspirational speech talking about how we don't take oaths to dictators. I'm retired Army, by the way, for context. We don't take oaths to dictators, and these generals know this. These are seasoned generals that have been in long before Trump came into power. He knows this. He's gathering them all together to fucking fire them and to put loyalists in their positions, because he knows that the Department of Defense, as it's supposed to be named, is there to defend the nation against all threats, foreign and domestic. He knows he is a domestic threat. He's called himself a dictator. He says that the people want a dictator. He admires Kim Jong-un. He's best friends with multiple PDF human traffickers. The guy's a fucking gremlin, scum of the earth human. Kind of crazy, the fact that he's got this far. Like, multiple PDF human traffickers. That statement alone should be enough, but it's not. Right? He knows.
They're not even focused on all the sex crimes that these fucking Edomites are doing. They want to lock up the black and brown people. That's all they're focused. We got to lock you up. What about you, though? Woo!
His time would be limited. These generals stay within their seats of responsibility. No. He's not going to have any potential threats. If they ever did decide to wake up, they would be a threat, because they are justifiably and legally and doing the morally right thing of removing a fascist out of office and impeaching and then imprisoning. That shit would be fucking by the book legal, and he knows that, so he's trying to get them the fuck out of there. You guys had your chance. The meeting's set. Your jobs are on a fucking clock. The fascist...
No one can live off of these salaries. It was just shown that there's a 109% increase in default credit card payment for those with the highest credit ratings. That's saying a 781 to an 850, 109% increase in credit default. So what's that saying to us? These are the people that, based on credit scores, people have a lot of opinions about credit scores, but they are the best with money, and these people can't pay their bills.
So people who have always paid their bills, who are fucking, like, really responsible, are, like, fucking failing at paying their bills right now. Those aren't, the stats you just gave were for people who are, like, really, really into, having good credit scores because they keep their bills paid, and they can't fucking keep up with their payments.
They pay their credit card bills. How are the rest of the world paying their credit card bills for the people who truly have the bad credit score, who probably have a bad credit score because they don't have the money? It is time that somebody says it, that somebody says to the company, somebody says to the government. And by the way, bills are going to get worse because the Republicans have let all of the extra credits that go to the health insurance to make it more affordable, those just expired. So very soon, your health insurance is going to be going up by hundreds of dollars. People don't have an extra $100.
You mean to tell me that buying tens of thousands of single-family homes across the country isn't working out so well? You really needed a McKinsey Consulting $1 million study, feasibility study, profitability study to tell you that this was a stupid idea, you greedy, selfish fucks? You really needed to pay millions of dollars to find out that it's better to own one 2,000 apartment complex than to own 2,000 single-family homes? Did you not foresee the maintenance issues that was going to cause? Did you not foresee what would happen if interest rates change, or if rents change, or if demands change? You stupid, arrogant...
This is insane. Assistant Seattle law enforcement. You took an oath to protect and serve.
Look at this commercial. Listen to this commercial.
Keep your family, your city safe. But in sanctuary cities, you're ordered to stand down while dangerous animals walk free. Join ICE and help us.
What the fuck?
Drug traffickers, gang members. Mission to protect America. With $50,000 and generous benefits.
So $50,000 plus generous benefits to join ICE to lock up all the gang members and the drug traffickers. Woo! And as the economy is fucking tanking, you see what they're doing? They're going to provide a good money living, a good income for anyone who wants to join ICE to go against Jacob, to go against the 2/3.
Dude, what the fuck is this?
This is insane.
You do realize what's going on, right? Every single one of them are compromised. And I mean every single one of them, including Trump. And nothing is going to change until we remove them. All of them. Every state, every local, and every federal government employee. All of them. It's not only our right to do so, it's our duty. You do realize what's...
I'm a recruiter, and I work in the life sciences industry.
Listen to this.
I posted a position yesterday on LinkedIn for a data scientist role. The role's remote. It filters out anyone that doesn't live in the U.S., has knockout questions for people just to make sure that they meet the qualifications for the role. So active applications, I log in today, over 600. Taking a look through all of the applications, every single person is qualified. I have to go through and reject over 600 people for a job that these people probably well deserve because our market is crashing. I've never seen anything like this in the 11 years that I've been recruiting.
600 people that are qualified for that job are not going to be able to get it because they don't have, there's no fucking room for them, bro. Shit's over.
All right, so please hang out with me and just take a breath.
When we aren't at the point where...
When white people learn about slavery, we're usually told the part where enslaved people worked for white people. What we didn't learn was that enslavers routinely raped the people they held. And we really didn't learn that white female enslavers raped enslaved men and boys.
So this goes into the crimes they committed against slavery. I'm going to cut it short because it's already been long enough. But you guys see it. I pray that this lesson was edifying. We are at the door, man. It's 2nd Esdras 15 and 16, man. Jacob's trouble. We are at the door. We are at the door. I pray that this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yoshai, Bashem, Rakakodash, and double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. If we want to learn from, it's your brother Radah. Shalom.